What is going on, YouTube? Thank you guys for watching today's video. Today what we are going to be doing to the 5.0 is installing the Boomba Racing fuel rails, which is just going to allow some better fuel flow to the engine. Once I get bigger injectors, then that's going to be allowing it to work more hand in hand together. The other thing we're going to be doing today is putting in some AMSOIL race diff fluid. Last time at the track I was having a light pop up on my dash saying that the rear axle was overheating. So what this fluid is going to do is basically just cool down everything in the diff, let the gears cool, and not be burning up back there. So that way on a hot track day, which next Friday, I think it's going to be over 100 degrees, so it's going to be nice and toasty out there, and we are going to have a lot of battles going on between this car and the sun. But without any further ado, let me give you guys what you've been waiting for all video. As far as engine mods, I mean, I get this question all the time, what kind of mods have I done to the motor? Let me show you guys. So, what do we have here? This is the Cobra Jet intake manifold, and this is my supercharger and my turbos in there, and yeah, we have 0 engine mods, boys. Straight suspension, because I feel like I've answered it multiple times. But I'll just reiterate, on track, this car is already too fast for me. I still have a lot to learn. I can probably still shave off, I'd say, 3 to 4 more seconds. I think I can get out of this car with no motor mods. Trust me, I do have lots of plans, guys, and it will happen soon. But I just don't want to rush into anything. As always, when messing with the fuel at all, we're going to pull this fuel fuse. It is going to be number 49 right here. It just goes right there. Now, as you guys know, once you get everything off, I've done this in a previous video, we're going to pop this blue tab up. Alright, and now we're going to separate it. There is going to be a lot of fuel that's going to come out, so be sure to have your towel ready. There she is. Now once it's all out, you're going to disconnect all of the fuel injectors. Now right here we have the connection rail that's going to go right on top. Or connection hose, I'm sorry, not rail. The fuel rails are right here. All this is just a bigger bore size. So everything is just going to be able to go through the system much smoother. There's going to be less restriction. These are going to allow things to work to the best of their potential just because there's going to be more fuel that's going into the system. So when the power does come, it's just going to give it that extra pinch. Not a whole lot, but it's just letting everything run smoother, which is a great upgrade. Before anything, you just want to look in these little holes and make sure that there's nothing in there, because whatever's in there, that's just going to go straight into your fuel. So just make sure those are clean first and set them off to the side. Get ready to put your injectors in. Now, because these fuel rails are just a little bit shorter on the base right here compared to the stock fuel rail, see how high that is? There's a little difference right here. So this clip that locks it into place, on the stock fuel rails, it locks in right here on this big groove. But on this new fuel rail, it's going to slide into this smaller groove. So if you're doing this at home, put it into that other groove after you get these in, and then it will lock right into place. Just like that. Now we're going to put this side with the nipple on the out. That is going to go on the driver's side, and that's going to connect this fuel line to it. And make sure that they're all pushed into place, because you can forget to do that. And if you don't hear them snap, they are not going to be feeding any fuel to anything. Alright, now once you have all the rails in, all you're going to need to do is get 2 crescent wrenches, hold on to the base with one, and then hold on to the top with the other, and you're just going to tighten them down. I already did it, so I don't need to do it again, but that's how you tighten both sides. Once you have everything on there, it is ready to go. The final step is going to be putting this fuse back into place. Boom, back in. Now we're going to connect the battery again. Next on the agenda, we have my package from AMSOIL. If you guys do not use their products, I strongly recommend it. They sponsored me a couple months back, and I've been using all of their products since. Today we got a little hose line for pumping these goodies. Here's my rear gear oil. So, we got, geez, a lot of stickers today. So we got 3 quarts of this AMSOIL. It is, say, 190 differential gear fluid. This is designed for track use and racing purposes. So if you do track your car and you're experiencing a hot rear axle, this fluid should be able to allow that temperature to not really affect anything. You shouldn't get that warning, and it will keep everything running relatively cool. Okay, before I get started here, I want to point something out. So, I'm not how well you can see this. Alright, this isn't a nut, alright? It's actually just a 1/4 inch drive, socket that you're gonna put in there, and you're just gonna turn that on. So there it is, cracked it. Now I'm just gonna loosen it up, but I've never seen anything like that ever, so that's a little weird, but weird. It's not a nut, it's just putting in that attachment and the actual, stud itself of a 1/4 inch, and you're gonna turn that. I'm not sure how much it's gonna shoot out. That's not too bad. Alright, now we're just gonna let it do its thing. Alright guys, now that it's done leaking, I just put in that little screw to stop it, and we're just gonna tighten it down, and that seems about right. I don't really want to over tighten it just because there's nowhere where it goes all the way in nor where it goes all the way out, so I think it should be good right there though. I can't lie, it is a bit confusing. If you guys have never changed your diff fluid, oh, it smells awful. It smells like straight shit, my friends. Alright, so I guess now what's left is going to be getting this bolt off up here for the fill plug. Now I got my gear fluid ready to go, and we are just going to start pumping. And here we go. This fluid is green. This is wild. Alright, everything is now done. Sorry about those angles down there, but it is all ready to go. The car's ready for the track. Today's Friday, so we have exactly a week until the track. We're going to be down there. It's going to be me, John. I want to say there's going to be 2 or 3 other people. I think some BMWs are going with us. But we are all going to be at Thunderhill Raceway. We're running the Cyclone this time, which is going to be my first time doing that, so I'm pretty excited. I'm not quite sure about lap times. I think from what I've kind of been watching is most people end up running about 2 seconds slower on Cyclone rather than the bypass, just because it's a big hill that you go over, which is pretty much what I've heard is the only point on that track where you're going to be in second gear. So, like I said, I've never done it before. I don't really know, but obviously you have to slow down from what most people hit the bypass in 4th gear. You're hitting the cyclone in 2nd gear. So it is going to be a little different. But I'm hoping to put out some good times. If I can run a 209 on the cyclone, that would mean that I'm pushing a 207 on bypass, which is my goal on my next run. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, guys. If you have any questions about the installs today, anything at all, feel free to ask me and I'll answer the best I can for you. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace out. See you in the next video, and be sure to work more and talk less. See you.